Hi folks, Alina Phoenix here, and I actually was going to show you a low-tech way using an AM radio that you can check for dirty electricity in your house. And if certain products like grounding products are actually grounding out the energy, or if they're bringing in other dirty electricity into your environment. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to turn this on to AM radio, and I'm going to turn the volume up, and you should be able to hear some static coming through here. So we're going to come over and we're just going to check some appliances. And when you put the AM radio by the appliance, you hear that? Oh, that's a lot of dirty electricity. How about the stove here? So the burners are okay. Ooh. The knobs, those make a lot of noise. Let's check these outlets. That outlet's not bad. That outlet's not bad. Something going on over here by the... Oh, there's something unexpected. A lot of dirty electricity coming in through the faucet. All right, so I have a piece of orgonite on this one. It doesn't block the electricity coming through, but what it does is harmonizes it. So I'm going to come by this machine that I have mitigated, and we're going to see if there's any difference between this. So the faucet dirty electricity, what about... Ooh. Interesting. So instead of being a real static, that's not a static, this one that's mitigated makes more of a tone. So not static, a tone. Very, very interesting. So there's some evidence, some verifiable, measurable evidence that my orgonite actually does do something to the quality of the electricity. So here's some other devices. I mean, just multiple devices there making dirty electricity. Now, this is my grounding mat. So I was watching another video where a guy was using an AM radio like this to prove that grounding mats actually don't ground you. They bring in a lot of dirty electricity. And it showed that the ones he was testing actually did. So this is my grounding mat from Anti-Aging Bed. Let's just bring this close and listen. When I touch it, I mean, I almost perceive that the static goes down a little bit. I can hear a small volume change when I touch the antenna to it, like I hear it click. So I don't know if you can tell that with your recording here. Oh, got something else here. Maybe it's just a rogue signal. Could be something coming from my... This is my electric... Hey, Ruby! This is my electric fireplace. Got stuff plugged in over here. Yeah, so that's making some noise. And that's actually where I have my grounding mat plugged in. So let's go check some other places just for funsies. So in this room, I have a Stetzerizer filter. So this is a filter here on the wall that is supposed to mitigate. Ooh, that does not mitigate the dirty electricity. So their studies claimed that it did. Their studies said, hey, you plug this into the wall, it smooths out your electricity. I mean, here's something plugged in and not mitigated, so that one's actually not making the noise. But when I come over here, God, that device gets really loud. And here's my Organite. This is my global healing grid, which I actually have right next to this. My cats keep knocking my curtains down. Nope, please no jumping on my grid. Also, my bed, I have the grounding mattress cover. Yeah. So, is that you making noise, Miss Ruby? So there's something going on with my bed here. That could be the mat that I have on there. Yeah, I think that might be the mat that I have on there. Because I have my PEMF far infrared mat. That's actually what I've got plugged into the wall over here. And it's underneath the bottom side of my bed. Ruby's helping. So on that part of the bed where the mat is, you can tell it's bringing in some energy. And then here's the part where I've got the grounding mattress cover. No noise. So interesting. So there you go, folks. Some experiment with a low-tech AM/FM radio. You can get one of these off of Amazon for $10. And then you can walk around your house and you can see, well, here, where you've got dirty electricity coming in. You just put it on an AM station, like you can see here. You put it on an AM station that's not actually getting any signal in. And then you can hold it up to any, you walk through your house. Like, I'm getting a lot of electricity just in this particular area in my house. Walk through your environment and see what you can pick up. Oh, this is a way to know if some of the devices that you've gotten are working as advertised, such as the grounding mattress covers or sheets. And you can put that on your sheets or your grounding mattress covers, and the sound will tell you if it's working. If you've got a nice low signal, no change in that static, it is not introducing any new dirty electricity into your body. The guy on the internet, I saw his video, he showed that there were a number of grounding sheets, grounding mattress covers that did actually bring in a lot more dirty electricity. I just tested mine from Anti-Aging Bed for the first time right now, live with you, and mine's not. It's not on my bed. It's not on the blanket that I have on my couch. My PEMF mat makes sounds, so you can tell that it is doing something. I couldn't tell that was a very smooth, functioning sound. When I looked at my, that's my reverse osmosis counter filter that I have mitigated with my piece of Organite, it didn't make static, it made a tone, which was surprising and interesting. Never used this piece of equipment to test any of that stuff out before. I just literally got this and opened it up, popped some batteries in, decided to record what was going to happen for the first time. Very interesting. I don't know what to say about all of that, except that I can tell that my grounding mattress cover does not bring in any new dirty electricity as many other purportedly grounding products do. So that is a comfort to me, because when that guy showed that video and he was testing various different products, I was like, ooh, I better test mine. Confirming that the grounding products, the bed, the mattress cover, the blanket from antiagingbed.com are good stuff. And it also shows that my Organite is doing something with that dirty electricity. Like my reverse osmosis machine that the Organite was literally sitting on top of, it changed the tone of the whole machine that came through the AM radio. So I've always said, and my experiments show, that it does not block EMF radiation. What it does is it harmonizes it into a more coherent beneficial form. And so this would seem to show via the sound that that's actually what it did. So I find that very, very interesting. Although when I look at my ones that are just like a group of things plugged in and there's a piece of orgonite right next to it, that did seem to still produce a lot of chaotic energy. So it looks like the orgonite actually has to be physically touching the device to make a difference, which also confirms the muscle testing that I've done with cell phones and all of that good stuff, which does verify the muscle testing that I've done with hundreds of people at this point with my orgonite cell phone stickies. So really interesting stuff. Thanks for your time, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Not all grounding products are created the same. Get the ones that I trust at myantiagingbed.com and use code PHOENIX for an extra discount.